Hello viewers all over the world, welcome to Keep Moving. There's a nice time you're in the world for a particular time in your life which can lift you out of the depths where many of us may find ourselves and keep us on higher ground where we belong. Welcome to Keep Moving. We are moving into a new series, Building Capacity. Last week we were talking about, that was when we rounded up a purposeful life, what you need to do in order for you to achieve your purpose, and we discussed that last week, and I gave you a glimpse of building capacity last week. So today we continue with building capacity as a series. Just as we handled a purposeful life in a series, that's how we'll be handling building capacity. I gave you a glimpse of it last week, and this week we'll be delving into it. And when we're talking about building capacity, we are talking about the way you are developing yourself, the way you strengthen the skills you have, the instincts you have, the abilities you have, the resources you have, and that you need to survive and adapt and thrive in a fast-changing world, because the world is changing as the days go by. The world is changing. So we need people who have built capacity over the years, over the days, over the months, over the weeks, over the hours. Those are the kind of people that will be able to thrive in a fast-changing world. People that has built capacity. Building capacity is something a successful person or a potential successful man or woman needs in his or her life. If you don't build capacity in your early days, I tell you, you are not going to be successful in life. There is no two ways about it. Those that build capacity are 80% close to achieving their success, with all I's dot and all T's crossed. So you need to build capacity. I talk about the importance of building capacity. It is important for you to build capacity, because I told you last week that capacity is not a thing of the now, it's a thing of the future. You are building capacity for the future. I continually tell you this. Don't think about the now, think about the future. How far will you be in the next 5-10 years? How far will you go? What impact will you make in the next 5 to 10 years to come? What impact will you make? It depends on the capacity you have built. When you build capacity, you have understanding about things. When you build capacity, you have understanding of things. You understand the times, you understand the seasons. When you build capacity, you tend to have knowledge. When you tend to have confidence, you strengthen yourself. That is the evidence of building capacity. You become strengthened. You become, you're confidential. You are bold. Nothing can stand to pull you down on the face, because you have built capacity on those things. And I tell you, build capacity on yourself. If you want to be a leader, move to those who are in the leadership role, who have known more about leadership, and meet them to mentor you on the steps to follow in your line of leadership, or in any line of career you want to get involved in. You need people to show you the way. And get this at the back of your mind, that nothing gets transformed in your life until your mind is transformed. Nothing gets transformed in your life until your mind is transformed. If your mind is not transformed, your life cannot be transformed. Even the Bible says, be ye transformed by the renewing of your mind. Your mind has to be renewed. It has to be transformed. It has to be transformed. Now, when you build capacity, it dissolves differences and it irons out inequalities. There are many people that hate correction. Those kind of people that hate correction are the kind of people that have not built capacity. I always say this, that age is just a number. You might see a very young person that has built capacity in the few years of his life. and you see a person that they call himself elderly but has not built capacity over the long times and years he has lived on earth. I tell you, age is just a number. Everything comes to us that belongs to us if we create the capacity to receive it. Things don't just come to you like that. There are things that will come on the surface. They need a point of attraction. What is that point of attraction that will attract the success to you? Is the capacity. So don't forget it. Everything comes to us that belongs to us if we create the capacity to receive it. Everything depends on you. Everything depends on you. Create a room for it. Create a room. If you don't create a room for success, success can't come except you create a room for it. So always believe in yourself. Build capacity, because when you build capacity, you are almost 90% to achieving success. Never settle for less. Always know that you can't build a great building on a weak foundation. You can't build a great building on a weak foundation. Thank you. Hope you enjoyed the audio just played ahead. And always remember that Keep Moving is always brought to you every weekend. And you can follow us on the social media platforms like Facebook and Instagram, all at John Anthony, and YouTube channel John. Your life can never remain the same when you keep to the principles of life. And always remember to build capacity everywhere you find yourself. And know this, there is no great building that is built on a weak foundation. Every great building is built on a strong foundation if you want it to last. Have a lovely weekend. Build capacity, because capacity building is not for the now, but for the future. Build capacity and invest in yourself.